This is what happens.
Just to show you that God, he loves you.
Minutes later, 911 calls started rolling in about gunshots in the area.
Yeah, you see me police to 304 Ardell Drive. Somebody been out here shooting.
At least one of those bullets striking and killing Robert.
The boys is running towards the hotel. They got black masks on. It's two boys. They shot. They shot this boy down. Look like they're about 15 to 16 years old.
Take a look at this. You can see the surveillance footage with the vehicle involved in that shooting coming down Greenview Terrace. Less than 3 minutes later, police arrive.
Trying to preach the word to the people, and then they just shoot them anyway. I believe it's sad.
What makes this tragedy even tougher? Knowing Robert's son and fiance no longer have him to lean on.
Robert was my brother. He's my friend. I call him my homie.
Tonight we begin with a crime alert. Right now, a man on the run accused of taking a baby from her mother in southwest Atlanta. CBS 46's Yasmina Alston live at Atlanta Police Headquarters. And Yasmina, police, they are looking for someone right now.
Sean, that's right. Police say they are looking for 24-year-old Tremaine Hines. They say he took a 2-year-old child from her mother after they say he stabbed her.
It's tragic. They should leave the babies alone.
Tonight, 2-year-old Tamar Macy is safe after she was taken from her home early Sunday morning. Atlanta police say they are still looking for 24-year-old Tremaine Hines. According to investigators, Hines took the child after he got into a violent domestic dispute with her mother. Some neighbors tell me they saw police in the area but didn't know why.
They are our future, and what I don't understand is why they always messing with the baby, and that's what hurts me the most.
This happened on Epworth.
You got babies having babies. And the babies that's having the babies, they're not being taught correctly. So they still have a child mind. That goes for the mothers. That goes for the fathers. These young girls, they laying with these young men that still have a childish mind. And when disagreement comes about, they're going to act like a child. They're not going to look at that baby as holy, special, important. They're going to throw all of that away. They're going to blink out. And then when they commit the crime, when they shoot or stab, what do? They run like a child. And they run like a coward. All of them. They run. So that tells you right there we're dealing with. We got these children around us, these youngsters around us. You better teach them something real, yo. You better teach them something real.
Epworth Street in southwest Atlanta, where the child was last seen. A relative of Hines later brought the 2-year-old to the DeKalb County Jail. Police say Hines may have used MARTA to leave the area. They believe he was wearing a brown suit jacket and bucket-style hat with a flower design. Dolores Johnson and Coach China were in the area and tell me they work with kids through Atlanta D-Squad Entertainment, so these type situations upset them.
I look at my phone all the time, and I just be seeing babies, little kids. Come on now. Let them live.
And police say if you see Hines or know where he is, you were asked to call 911. We'll, of course, keep you updated on this story. Live in Atlanta.
Runaway slaves, they always get
CBS
caught.
46 News.
Yasmina, thank you. And right now, a search is on.
Young mother's life is tragically cut short. South Fulton police are searching for the man who shot and killed 23-year-old Selena Dukes during an argument this Mother's Day weekend. Fox 5's Angelique Proctor tells us how it all started.
Selena's family tells me that she came here to this South Fulton apartment with a friend to get the friend's baby. That's when, in defending that friend, that she lost her own life.
Maybe she should have minded her business. You know what I mean? That's not your job. That's not support.
Kind of like, wow, right here in my back door, or better yet, front door. I was blown away.
And you already know what they were saying on the way over there. They was talking mad shit. You already know. They wasn't being all calm, cool, and collective. You already know they came over with a big mouth, yelling, screaming, demanding. And once again, you're dealing with these young brothers that gets emotional, just like a woman, and they act out.
Residents at the old Sandtown Vista Apartments, now the Slate, are disturbed about the violence that South Fulton police say happened here on Mother's Day weekend. Candles mark the spot where the young mother, Selena Dukes, was killed. We talked to one resident who heard the fatal shot.
I just heard a shot. One shot.
Did it ever occur to you that someone may have lost their life?
No, not at all. Not in this complex.
Family members returned to the scene and tell us Miss Dukes came here with a friend to pick up the friend's baby from the child's father. South Fulton police say the mother and father got into an altercation and Miss Dukes got involved by trying to defuse the situation. Police and the family say that's when 33-year-old Deontay Gore retrieved a gun and allegedly used it, shooting the young mother in the chest. The fatal blow is disturbing to many.
That's definitely a better way to solve problems. Communication is key in any situation.
Amen.
Again, I've been through domestic violence, so I kind of understand the lines that have to be drawn when you are passionate about something. And when you're passionate about something, you kind of have to say, no, I have to step away.
Exactly.
Family members say this is their second tragedy. 2 years ago on Father's Day weekend, Selena's baby, little Kinsley May Dukes, was killed in another instance of senseless gun violence. The city of South Fulton has issued murder warrants for Deontay Gore. They say if you have any information about where Gore is, please give them a call. In the city.
And you'll peep that. What was it? Father's Day? She had death in her family. Now Mother's Day, death. We got to pay attention to these holidays, family. You know what I mean? We have to really pay attention to these holidays. The man upstairs don't care for them. He hates them. So if you want to run out here and be all like jolly and all participate and get into these holidays like it's the right thing to do, you know, you may have judgment coming down or coming your way at the end of the day. You feel me? Or before that day is over with. I done seen it happen. People that I know caught up in these holidays. These holidays has ruined us as a people. They have. There's nothing righteous. There's nothing loving about them. Nothing at all. You tell me one thing, one real thing that's righteous about Mother's Day or Father's Day. Where's that written down at?
In the city of South Fulton, Angelique Proctor, Fox 5 News.
Tonight, we're learning more about a drive-by shooting in Cleveland County that sent a 2-year-old child to the hospital. Fox 46's Jamal Goss talked to neighbors who are praying for that boy tonight.
Neighbors who live on Douglas Street near First Baptist Church say violence of this magnitude doesn't happen in their community. Meantime, investigators are working to piece together what happened.
I know she's going through a whole lot.
A tragedy on Mother's Day has Patrina Bell
Mother's Day,
concerned.
here we go.
She lives on Douglas Street, where investigators say a 2-year-old was shot inside this home during a possible drive-by shooting.
Yo, pay attention, fam, for real. Mother's Day, here we go, another one. Be smart, yo. It's time for us to be smart. It's time for them to be smart, yo. We can't be teaching our youngsters these crazy holidays that brings death, that brings chaos, hate, discontent.
It's awful. It's a tragic.
She was at home when shots rang out. She didn't hear any gunfire, but came down to see the scene for herself. She remembers seeing the little boy playing in the front yard.
Like, we're all a very well, close neighborhood. And, you know, it's just a tragic thing to happen.
It's an extremely fluid case right now.
Investigators got a call around 10:30 Saturday morning about a shooting. They arrived to find the toddler in the front part of the home and a bullet through a window. Investigators say the boy suffered serious injuries and was alert when they arrived. He was then airlifted to Charlotte. Right now, deputies are investigating if this is a drive-by.
If it did play out as a drive-by, this just goes to show you the projectile does not have any eyes on it.
Gun violence? No. Steve Wells is a neighbor hoping the shooting was an accident. For more than 20 years, he's called the community home and says random acts of violence doesn't usually happen here.
We're going to pray for him. We're going to get through it.
Sometimes God don't hear those prayers, yo.
The home was
You got to
on
do something
target
for
in the
him.
community, now asking people to pray for the 2-year-old and his family. We're told they are by his side as he continues to fight for his life in the hospital. In Lawndale, I'm Jamal Goss, Fox 46.
Tonight we're learning.
You feel me, family? So we got all this violence going on throughout the country. You know what I mean? Like the police officer said, the bullets don't have no names on them. They just gonna fly. When they come out of that gun, that barrel, they just fly. They do their job. You know what I mean? But you got these ignorant ones squeezing the triggers. And that goes back to what I was saying earlier, you know, post as far as videos that I put up earlier, that skin color. So as time goes on, you know, the hate is just multiplying. It's just multiplying. You feel me? You got light-skinned blacks hating on blacks, dark-skinned blacks. Now you got dark-skinned blacks hating on light-skinned blacks. Now you got light-skinned blacks hating on light-skinned blacks. You got dark-skinned blacks hating on dark-skinned blacks. Now we there now. So it's full-blown. It's full-blown now. So we got to understand what time it is, what's going on. You know what I mean? It is what it is. It's going down there. You feel me? Like I said, be more wise. Be more wise. Because this is right here. You'll see that right there. That's what's going on with us. That black hate among us. Just blasting. You know what I'm saying? They don't care nothing about nothing. But they're going to receive their punishment. And getting back to what I said before, them holidays, yo, leave them alone. They ain't good for you. They ain't good for your family. They ain't good for the youngsters. You understand me? The youngsters getting caught out there. And then you got these cowards squeezing these triggers, taking these lives like it's nothing. And then they run. A bunch of suckers. Believe that. B.M.Ws, Michelangelo. Like I said, subscribe, like, throw that comment down. You know I'm coming back. I'm coming back and I'm going to bring them solutions to these problems. But it's going to take us. It's going to take each and every one of us to understand what we have to do and do it. Don't be afraid. You got to change these things in your life for the youngsters, for the babies, for the children. Do it. Go on.